Karen realizes she's going to jail for murder.
Karens usually think they're immune to consequences, but what happens when these same entitled Karens get arrested? These are 3 of the most shocking and satisfying examples of when evil Karens realize they've been arrested. Starting with Sarah Boone, who was accused of killing her husband Jorge by locking him in a suitcase and leaving him to die.
I seen this, bro. This was evil, chat.
Sarah was quickly brought in for interrogation to determine if she was really as evil as they think.
So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. You could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid
swollen.
a hand on him.
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from. In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, like, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mhm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
It seems like an odd request to ask if they can swab underneath Sarah's fingernails, but it could actually go a long way in determining how Jorge got these injuries.
Man.
Since the injuries were fresh, it's a strong possibility that forensics could find dried blood or skin cells underneath Sarah's fingernails, which would put her dead to rights. But unfortunately for Sarah, they have some other evidence that took a lot less effort to find.
Do I have to watch this?
The
I
whole
continuously
video.
throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah, we're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
For everything you've done to me.
That's you.
Yikes.
Stupid.
It's not even showing the video, bro. Look, this is so fucked up.
You. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah.
Look, bro.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
She's laughing.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. Sarah. Sarah.
Like, that is terrifying, bro. That is so messed up.
I don't want to watch it, please.
The video showed Jorge in the suitcase begging to be let out while Sarah taunted him from the outside. The police couldn't have asked for a better piece of evidence, especially as it came directly from Sarah's own phone.
Crazy.
So this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
Sarah is obviously trying to maintain her innocence by telling the detectives that the video is distressing to her. But does that really sound like a woman who's being shown a video of her husband dying? While everybody will have a different reaction to trauma, it's difficult to imagine her reaction is a single deadpan sentence that sounds like it was delivered only to show some amount of concern to the cops.
I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like it's like you guys are kind of trying to like feed me. Like
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what.
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
Oh,
Why don't you remember making the video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
Sarah is
Jesus.
desperately trying to explain this video away, but in doing so, essentially admits that it is her recording and that she left him alone in the suitcase afterwards. Given that Jorge died from her neglect, this at least constitutes a manslaughter charge. But she's really not doing the best job of convincing the detectives that this was an accident.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase,
your plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
Yikes, dude.
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes.
So they're only in his room to know if she did it on purpose or not. And this bitch is saying playing.
After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him? Maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just,
We're asking.
it's the drinking.
What?
Sarah spends almost 2 hours in total desperately trying to manipulate the detectives and explain away the damning evidence the detectives have shown her. But ultimately, the detectives remain completely unfazed, and they decide that they've heard enough.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up.
Why is this happening?
Because you murdered
George is
someone?
dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
She's still dead.
Well, we don't
Someone
really
needs to
understand
call
that.
Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is this happening?
It's like consequences of your own actions. It's crazy.
So this was a trick.
No, it's not a
No,
trick.
not
How
a
was it a trick? Your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
Doesn't matter. You're still dead.
Sarah was charged with second-degree murder and is facing life in prison.
Yikes.
As of this video's upload, the trial is still ongoing. But that's
Lock her
nothing
up.
compared to what the cops had to do with Sean Malarkey, a 45-year-old woman who was arrested for domestic violence after
That bitch look crazy.
she allegedly hit her ex-husband with a car.
Damn.
However, when the cop approaches to take her into custody, things go south immediately.
Ma'am, step out.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Step
Get
out.
your hands off of me.
Step out of the car right now.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Malarkey's behavior is erratic and her tone's aggressive from the off. Her children are in the backseat of the car, but this doesn't seem to affect how she handles the encounter, and things only get worse.
I will tase you if you don't get out.
Is this the type of crazy you like, Kenji? Bitch, I don't want to die. You think I want to fucking wake up with my pee-pee in someone else's hand? And she's like, oh, hey, good morning. This is mine. You know what I mean? Like, no, dude.
Out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant.
I just sent a message and I am... Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
Look at this
No.
crazy chick.
Somebody say that you could come into our house.
Asking the cops who gave them permission to enter the property is a common tactic in situations like this one. But for the suspects, the reality is that the police are well within their rights to enter property uninvited so long as they have a warrant. With a second officer's assistance, Malarkey is removed from her car and cuffed. However, this is where things get even worse.
You did this.
No, I didn't do anything.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle.
Are you going to stand up and be cooperative?
Are you gonna understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this? Has filed
We're
a
going out here,
motion
this way.
to quash this.
So
You hit
quash
us, you
it.
do anything stupid towards us, and we're any
Excuse
charges
me?
on. If you hit us,
Excuse me?
or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car and
She
told
is
you
a
you're under
Karen.
arrest. Now you got a whole show up for your neighbors here.
Even restrained, Malarkey's attitude does not change at all. The cop then smells alcohol on her breath, which may explain some of the bizarre behavior.
You are a shitty f***ing human being. You throw
Oh, wow.
somebody down in front of their children? What the f*** is wrong with
Sit
you?
down. I
No,
told you.
you! You piece of shit.
Oh, wow.
You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire.
I smoked.
What? That is like, I'm stealing that one. Chad, you're a piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire. Yeah, you like that?
An odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my
That's your.
I'm pissing on you.
Okay.
She defies the officer's orders and tries to leave the vehicle, then makes a point to single out the
Yikes.
cop who initiated the arrest.
See your phone on you?
Get your f***ing hands off me.
We see situations like this often, where a suspect will target one member of law enforcement and use them as a scapegoat. This is typically followed by legal threats, so they're likely targeting the officer they feel they could best build the strongest case against. However, this wouldn't work all too well.
Get your f***ing hands off Man.
Cool out.
Yo, I punch. Let someone try to bite me. I'm hitting her with the craziest uppercut. I don't care if she's in cuffs.
Argue with that. If
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me.
stop moving, let him take off your watch.
Malarkey then goes on to make violent threats to the officers. Pay attention to how quickly she tries to change the conversation after her most extreme threat.
You know do you know what he's done?
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the fucking
That's mean. Don't do that.
Jesus.
You are dead.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
No, what'd you say before that?
Face is getting
You said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
you're getting sued.
She continues making the cops' lives difficult by pretending to have trouble getting out of the car, though it's clear from her movements that she's not actually trying. She blames the tape on her ankles and says it's the cops'
Is it police brutality if I just drag a bitch out of car? Like, I don't think I could be a cop. I would simply just drag the bitch out the car.
fault she tried to kick him.
Put your feet.
I'm Michael Jordan her forehead and just gripping her out there. I'm like, get out my vehicle, Michael Jordan.
No, it hurts too much. You could just take it off.
Okay, no. No, you're gonna kick me.
No, what am I? I'm a fucking 100 pounds. You think I'm gonna take a 200-pound dude?
Well, you've already kicked at us a lot of times.
Why?
You're not gonna win.
Why?
You're gonna hurt us.
Why? Because that guy right there.
The one you tried to bite? Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why?
She was charged with aggravated assault of an officer and aggravated DUI. This was her third DUI with a child passenger. Soon after this arrest, she was also charged with endangering the life or health of a child and violation of a bail bond and received a misdemeanor charge for resisting or obstructing an officer. The suspect in our next case
How long did she get locked up? Did she get locked up?
was not so lucky. This suspect's
Yo, you didn't answer my question, dude. You didn't answer my question. Is this lady roaming the streets? This bitch about to hit me with a car if I go outside.
obstructing an officer. The suspect in our next case was not so lucky. This suspect's public outburst takes place on a plane ready for takeoff. Prior to the footage, she's been asked to leave multiple times due to her refusal to wear a mask during the pandemic.
Yo, on everything I love, bro, I don't know what it is about airports and airplanes, but what it just brings the crazy out of people. They just do these stupidest shit for no reason. I was scrolling on Twitter the other day. There was a guy just doing backflips and kung fu moves in the middle of an airport.
Hello.
We're gonna take you off the aircraft.
Yep, you're gonna have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're at the,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way.
But she's a representative of the aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay? So you're gonna have to get off
After
the
they made us
aircraft.
wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is. But right now, I'm gonna
And
need you.
that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And
step
I did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what America's about.
calm down.
No, you know
Listen to
that.
me. Grab
no,
your bag.
you know that.
When she's asked
No, you know that. Nah, this bitch is drunk, bro. She's gone.
When she's asked to grab her bag and leave, she says something truly weird. The suspect has a lot of strange mannerisms and seems to have very severe mood swings. Pay attention to how her expression suddenly changes and how she seems to rapidly experience a wide range of
Yikes.
emotions throughout the encounter.
No one's gonna put their hands on you. unless
All
you
right,
want.
yeah, you
Grab your
won't.
bag and
Yeah,
just step off
you
the-
won't.
Okay, but I
Yeah,
need you
yeah.
to get up.
No. You
Okay?
need me to get up? You may need me to get up, but you know what I feel my need to do as a person? Just like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
You need to calm down.
No, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna say what I need to do.
Yeah,
And
she
if
drunk, bro.
You're gonna do whatever you feel you need to
Okay.
do to me, right? So
ready?
I'm gonna say what I have meant to say.
Yeah.
No, to everybody.
Stand up, man.
Yeah, everybody is
You're
doing
gonna
this.
get arrested if you do not
I'm
stop.
already gonna get arrested.
You're gonna.
The police warn the suspects that if she doesn't cooperate, they'll have to put their hands on her. Her
Yikes.
response is dramatic. She also latches onto a supposed promise one of the officers made, that she wouldn't be arrested if she gets off the plane.
Here's what's happening. They're gonna deplane the aircraft. I'm gonna take you off the
That was
plane,
already happening. Don't.
and you're going to jail.
It won't happen
Okay.
if you get up and walk out with me right now.
Yeah.
But if you're not
I
going
don't
to,
trust
Yeah,
that.
that's how it's gonna work.
Do you see how that's a threatening system?
That's the way it is,
It's
man.
not cool.
Are you
I
gonna-
want to trust you. You want to trust me? That's not healing. We're not healing.
The
What is
suspect
going
is led
on
from
with
the
her?
plane and placed under arrest. Her reaction is childlike. She cries in an unconvincing way and seems to feel that the experience has violated her human.
Damn. Oh my God. See, I don't even want to say nothing
Cries
about
in
it.
an unconvincing way and seems to feel that the experience has violated her human rights. Listen to her describe her actions. The way she seems to think she acted is far from the truth, but it's hard to say whether she's deliberately lying or there's something more to it.
Okay,
Maybe it's just mental health.
come with me.
I wasn't doing it.
Come with me.
Why are you doing that? See, you lied right there, man.
The suspect continuously switches between claims of being victimized and anger towards the cops. She seems to feel that she's been personally wronged and that one of the cops lied to her to get her to comply. She accuses this cop of not wearing a mask himself.
How is anyone gonna stop anything when you lie to them?
You have your chance, ma'am.
I had my chance. You
asked
didn't even
you-
give me
I
a
asked
chance. I
you-
looked at you in your eyes,
asked you
and
10
I
times.
knew you were lying to me. I saw you
Yikes.
outside before I even came in with your mask off.
Once again, we see a case where the person being arrested decides to single out a particular officer to blame for everything. The suspect refuses to cooperate with a particular cop but says they're willing to comply with other members of law enforcement.
Uh-huh.
All right, ready to step out? Are you going to comply with everybody?
with you two, yes. Not with you, because you're a liar.
Towards the end of the arrest, she repeatedly says things that seem to come out of nowhere, including the suggestion that a nurse there to check on her is attracted to the officer she has an issue with.
What?
Here, let me get your temperature at least.
Oh, you think he's cute? Oh, yeah, I thought he was cute, too. I looked in his eyeballs, and I thought he looked into my eyeballs, and then he abused that.
Bro, what is this? She has to be drunk, high, or there's some type of mental thing going on, bro.
Her unpredictable mood and irrational reactions continue right up until the video ends, with her saying that the fact that she can't relax is the fault of law enforcement. Seems likely that there are some psychiatric issues at play here, though. Without
Sure.
a professional opinion, it's hard to say for sure.
Yikes, dude. Yeah, I ain't gonna make fun of that, bro. Like, genuinely, the cops, I feel like, handle it okay. I think genuinely, though, cops aren't very equipped in dealing with people that aren't all mentally there, and they just escalate the issue a lot. And sometimes motherfuckers don't need that.